Mold inspections are a really important facet of what we provide for people. What they'll typically consist of is us starting off with a visual inspection of the property. First, we want you to communicate with us. What's going on here? Is it an odor that you smell? Did you have a past water damage incident? Do you have a family member that's being affected by allergies or some other condition? Once we've identified that, we'll perform the visual inspection, and that'll help us identify if there's these areas of suspect mold within the house or potentially hidden areas of mold growth. Once we've completed that visual inspection, that'll allow us to come up with a sampling plan. That sampling plan will typically consist of a swab or a tape sample of areas of visible mold that we've found, and it'll also consist of air sampling, where we will be doing different functional room samples in locations of the house so we can see what the air is like that you're breathing in. Once we've completed the samples, we deliver them to the lab. They'll analyze those samples, and then they'll email me a report the following day. I'll typically get that report and review it, and then send my clients a quick text message letting them know what the results are, and they can expect a report to follow with recommendations within a couple days to follow. The local environment is so important to the conditions that we're going to find in a house. A common problem for people in the coastal communities is how to handle excessive humidity and excessive mold growth within poorly ventilated spaces. In Santa Clarita or in areas up in the Antelope Valley and high desert, you don't have concerns like that. If you're seeing mold growth in a closet, it's likely from a plumbing leak in the bathroom next door to it. Having that knowledge of the climate within your local community and how it can change just 15 miles apart from each other is pretty important. The first thing you need to know about mold in your home is you didn't get into this problem overnight. You don't need to get out of it overnight. Take a breath and walk through the process and figure out how extensive the problem is. Most importantly, what's the root source of the problem? How did the mold get there? And correct that problem, and then put everything back together and move on. If you're dealing with a mold concern in your home, you're worried about the air you're breathing in, you're not sure where to turn, just give us a call today, 661-219-5160.